I do want to thank you, Monsieur Boone, very much. I think so far everything has been managed with great intelligence.
Yes, thank you very much.
Are you quite sure she didn't come down here to see you? To capture the rich Alex Sebastian for her husband?
Don't be absurd, Mother. She didn't even know I was here.
We will discuss it more fully tonight.
We will not discuss it tonight. You know, all these carping questions are merely the expression of your own jealousy, just as you've always been jealous of any woman I've ever shown any interest in. In this case, there's nothing more to discuss.
You mean then you are going ahead with this marriage?
I mean that the wedding will be next week. It'll be private. We shall both be pleased to have you present, if you wish.
Oh. Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Joseph.
Joseph? Joseph doesn't look very cheerful here.
I'm sorry, sir. Madame Sebastian wasn't certain we'd be back tonight.
Why not? I telegraphed her.
Madame Sebastian said we were all to retire, sir.
Where is my mother?
Madame Sebastian went to bed very early, sir.
I'm sorry, my dear. I'm afraid this isn't a very bright homecoming for you.
That's all right, Alex.
Well, what shall we do? Shall we have Joseph arrange a little food for us?
Not unless you want to. I'm rather tired myself.
We go right up then?
Good night.
Good night.
I like to have all my dresses put out on the beds here. Don't hang anything up. I like to know where everything goes. Oh, Joseph, did you have the closets aired?
Yes, madame.
Oh, this isn't very large. I'll need more room. This door is locked.
That's used for a storeroom, madame.
Oh. May I have the key?
I do not have the keys, madame.
Where are they?
Madame Sebastian has charge of all the house keys, madame.
Oh. Do you know where Mr. Sebastian is?
I believe he's having a business meeting downstairs in the study, madame.
I miss Hupka. He was a first-class metallurgist.
Glycan is just as good.
Such is your opinion. But I don't want to criticize. What were you asking? Oh, you want a report. A written report. Well, my friends, my work is done.
You've been successful.
Yes.
Oh, I'm very sorry.
Not at all. Come along in.
No, I'm sorry to interrupt you. I didn't know you were busy. Some of the closets are locked. Could you give me the keys?
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'd forgotten about the keys. Of course I'll get them for you at once. I'll bring the keys to you right away, my dear. Mother. Mother.
Mother, stop arguing. Give me those keys.
I will not. She wants the keys that come from herself.
Mother, will you please give me the keys? Thank
you. Well, there they are. Afraid I'm going to be busy for the rest of the morning, my dear. See you at lunch.
Thank you, dear.
Sebastian has the key for this, madame. It's the wine cellar.
Well, then the wine cellar's the obvious place to look.
Alex has the key to that.
Then get it from him.
Get it? Yes. How?
Don't you live near him?
What do I look for if I get the key?
You look for a bottle of wine, like the one that rattled the fellow at dinner that night.
All the bottles look alike to me. I'm no mastermind.
You're doing all right.
It's no fun, then.
Too late for that now, isn't it? Look, why don't you persuade your husband to throw a large shindig so that he can introduce his bride to real society, say sometime next week?
Why?
Consider me invited. And I'll try and find out about that wine cellar business.
Well, I don't think my husband is interested in entertaining just yet.
The honeymoon isn't over, huh? Don't underestimate your charms, Mrs. Sebastian. You can handle it.
I don't think it's going to be so easy about you. He thinks you're in love with me.
Well, then tell him you thought if you invited me to the house and I saw how happily married you were, then the horrid passion I have for you might be torn out of me.
That sounds very logical.
Good. Next week, then, and get the key. I have to fly up to Berlin, but I'll be back in time.
All right. I'll be looking forward to seeing you.
It's always a pleasure meeting you, madame.
Surprised Mr. Devlin coming tonight. I don't blame anyone for being in love with the darling. I just hope that nothing will happen to give him any false impression. I'll be within a minute. Darling. It's not that I don't trust you. But when you're in love at my age, every man who looks at your woman is a menace. Will you forgive me for even talking about it? I'm very contrite. Well, I think we might join the rest of the party now. I think all our guests are here.
I can find Madame Sebastian. Madame Drawing. Thanks.
Hello, Dev.
Good evening.
You haven't seen the house, have you?
Oh, it's quite a jolly little cottage.
Let me show you around the place.
Later, his nibs is on the trail.
Devlin?
Good evening.
Glad to see you.
It's kind of your bride to invite me.
We both invite you, Mr. Devlin. You'll see that our guest is fed, my dear, and amused. You know what... Oh, excuse me.
Madam Esterick, I'm so glad.
This isn't going to be easy.
Why?
He's quite sensitive about you. He's going to watch us like a hawk.
Yes, he's rather jealous of anyone.
Where'd you get the key off his chain?
Yes.
Let's hope the liquor doesn't run out and start him down the cellar for more.
Oh, I hadn't thought about that.
Quite a point. Thank you.
Oh, Mr. Devlin, how nice. You remember me?
Senor Ortiz.
How sweet. Young men usually have short memories. Oh, here's something I adore. Champagne. Oh, may I?
Joseph,
Madame?
do you think you have enough champagne to last for the rest of the evening?
I don't know, Madame. I hope so.
Enjoying yourself, Mr. Devlin?
Very much, thank you.
There's so many things I would like to ask you about the States. I haven't heard anything for a long time.
I'll be glad to tell you. Will you excuse me, Senor Ortiz?
Oh, you mind? We'd better hurry.
Lots of time.
No, Joseph might have to ask Alex for more wine.
Uh-huh.
He's running out faster than he thought.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Is he watching?
Yes. You better go out in the garden alone and wait around the back of the house for me, and I'll show you the wine cellar door.
Mm-hmm.
Nice party, isn't it?
It's a wonderful party.
I think you've done it wonderfully well. I'm very proud. Mr. Devlin bother you much?
Oh, no, darling. He's trying to drown his sorrow.
Moi, je n'oublierai jamais ma première chasse. Figurez-vous que mon père et des amis m'avaient invité à une chasse au sanglier. Et c'était la première fois. Je ne savais plus me contenir. Les chasseurs l'entourèrent. Quant à moi, pris de je ne sais quoi, d'une joie indescriptible, je me mis à courir contre les ordonnés.
Excuse me. I think I'll ask the orchestra to play some Brazilian music. They've played waltzes all evening.
Je disais donc, je courais depuis 5 minutes.